I'm currently slothing on the couch, trying to get motivated to go to the gym. Okay, I just thought this would be a good opportunity to talk about motivation. I had a request from Jojo on my Facebook page to talk about how I stay motivated and how I reward myself for staying on track and reaching my goals. So, like today, perfect example, wanted to point out that no matter who you follow on social media, no matter how motivated they may seem, truth of the matter is we're all humans, and not everyone no, not everyone, there's probably no one that is motivated all the time 100%. So just factor that in for when you compare your motivation to other people's motivation. So I personally know that I'm not always 100% motivated to go to the gym. Like today, I'm not always 100% motivated to stick to my diet. That's just life, we as humans do have other things going on. So sometimes you might come home too tired to go to a workout. But I wanted to talk to you guys today and give you my top 5 tips on how I get motivated in situations like this. So I think number 1 is setting goals. I know that if I don't have a goal in mind, I find it so much easier to find an excuse not to work out and to find an excuse to not go to the gym. Whereas if I've got a goal, I have something that I'm working towards. So my meals are a lot more structured. My food, I just said food. My training is a lot more structured because I know that when I step into that gym, essentially what I'm working towards. And a lot of people, when they first start out, set themselves a goal of, let's say, 30 kilos, to lose 30 kilos in a year. That's great, but what you also need to do is set yourself weekly goals or monthly goals, like shorter term goals, because if you are aiming for something that is a year away, you're not essentially going to see like the it's just too far away for you to visualize that every day. Whereas if you set yourself weekly goals, so for example, if you do have that goal, you set yourself a weekly goal of losing half a kilo to 1 kilo a week. That way you can kind of like take little mini steps towards your big goal. So think of it as climbing the stairs, I suppose. So every little step, you notice the change, you notice that you're moving towards your goal. Whereas if your goal is too far away, like a year away, you don't see that every day. So that is my number 1 tip. So number 2 is probably, I know a lot of people lack energy to work out these days, so one of my tips is pre-workout. So currently drinking Monster, which I mix with my high volume, so that's my current pre-workout stack. I like to sometimes mix it up with the Victory Lab Zenova. The bubblegum is yum yum yum. So that just gives me a little bit of buzz before I go to work out. Tip number 3 probably would be to get yourself a jamming playlist, because music enlightens the soul. I swear that it doesn't matter if, like, it just plays such a big part on how you feel. If I'm listening to a sad song, I instantly start feeling sad. So get yourself some pumping music. Get yourself pumped for the gym. Listen to music before you go to the gym. Listen to music at the gym, and you will see that you will bounce through your workout. Like, I sometimes find myself dubstepping. I don't even care if people are looking at me. I start dancing in the gym because I'm so in the zone, and whatever, as long as I am reaching my goals, I don't care who's watching. Um, so, number four would probably be so something that I like to do is watch motivational, or listen more so to motivational speeches. So I do have one favorite that I used to listen to a lot, and I will post the link below so you guys can check it out. But just listening to motivational speeches or watching motivational videos really kind of sometimes gets me in the mood. And then number five, I think I might actually have six, but number five would be um, for myself, because I have competed before. I use my previous photos, and that instantly gets me in the zone. So if I look back at photos of me um, in competition physique, on the stage, or watch some of my DVDs back from when I was in competition, that's an instant motivational boost for me to be better than that, or even just to get back to that. So yeah, I do have another one. So number six, although I said there's five, um, get yourself a new gym outfit. Seriously, like, how many times have you gone out and bought a new pair of gym shoes, or bought a new gym top or new pair of gym shorts? I know that when I buy new workout gear, I instantly want to go to the gym and wear my new gear and be cool and shit. So, yeah, reward yourself. Let's perfect time to move on to how I reward myself for staying on track and sticking to my goals. So, an outfit, a new gym outfit, works both ways. I get a new outfit, plus it motivates me to go to the gym. Um, so, I know that a lot of people reward themselves essentially with food for sticking to their diet. So, whether it be a cheat meal or whatever, but if you think about it, if you're sticking to your diet, and then most people, when they reward themselves, don't just stop at, like, it sometimes turns into a binge, and then essentially you're just pushing yourself back to where you started. So I never reward myself with food. I do have bad foods part of my diet, but that's part of flexible dieting, so that I never feel the need to reward myself. Like, I never look at food as a reward. Other ways that I believe that you should reward yourself is by looking after yourself. So things like, one of my favorite things to do is get a massage. So massages are amazing, and a lot of people don't buy themselves a massage, because it's not something that you normally get yourself. A lot of people have trouble spending money on themselves in those terms. I'm not talking about clothing terms or anything like that, but just something that makes you feel good. So I get massages, I go to the movies, I do things for myself. So sometimes I get my eyelashes done, sometimes I get my nails done, as you can see. Um, Obviously, I'm not sitting here saying, go get your lashes done and go get your nails done, but these are things that make me feel good. So, and these are things that I reward myself with if I am sticking to my diet and I am sticking to my goals, because they make me feel good. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to feel good. If that is what makes you feel good, you go and do that. Don't care about what anybody else says. you do what makes you feel good, because essentially this is your life, this is your body, this is your one chance to be you, to do things that make you happy. So don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. Um, so that's basically my main points. I know I did actually write some points down. I don't normally vlog with a list, but I wanted to make sure that I covered everything. So that kind of concludes my little motivation reward. And I wanted to know, with you guys, what motivates you and how do you reward yourself? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and share motivation. Let's motivate each other. I already feel motivated just by talking to you guys. Well, really, I'm talking to myself, but I feel like I'm talking to you guys. So I'm gonna go and do my workout.
I feel so close to you right now. It's a force field. I wear my heart upon my